Welcome back, family. What if I told you there's a city in America that looks almost perfect on the outside? Clean streets, beautiful homes, safe neighborhoods, and a lifestyle that feels like something out of a dream. But behind that perfect image, there's a growing challenge that more and more people are starting to feel. Welcome to Gilbert, one of the fastest growing suburban cities in the United States. A place where families move to build a better life, where schools are strong, communities are active, and everything seems designed for comfort and stability. But here's the catch. As more people discover this perfect city, the cost of living continues to rise, making it harder for new families and young professionals to afford the same lifestyle that once felt easily reachable. And that's what makes Gilbert so interesting, because it represents a modern version of the American dream, one that still exists, but is slowly becoming more competitive and more expensive. So the real question is Gilbert still the perfect place to live, or is it becoming another city where opportunity comes with a price? Let's take a closer look. Gilbert, Arizona, is the kind of place that feels designed for a perfect life, where everything seems organized, clean, and built with purpose. A city that has grown rapidly over the years into one of the most desirable suburban areas in the United States, with a population of over 270,000 people. Yet it still manages to maintain a sense of structure and calm that many larger cities struggle to offer. Here you'll find wide streets, well-planned neighborhoods, and parks filled with families enjoying their time together, children riding bikes, people walking their dogs, and communities that feel active and connected, making it especially attractive for families who are looking for safety, stability, and a high quality of life. The schools are highly rated, the infrastructure is modern, and the environment feels welcoming, which is exactly why so many people are moving here. But as the city continues to grow, that peaceful balance is slowly beginning to shift. More people means more demand, more development, and more competition. And while Gilbert still feels like a perfect place on the surface, the increasing population is starting to change the way people experience the city, turning what once felt calm and spacious into something that is becoming more crowded and competitive over time. Now here's where things start to get interesting, because on paper, Gilbert looks like a very comfortable place to live, with the average household income ranging between $100,000 to $120,000 per year, which places it solidly in the middle to upper middle class category in the United States. But when you look deeper, you start to see the real challenge, because home prices have been rising quickly, with many houses now costing anywhere from $400,000 to over $800,000. And in some areas, even higher, depending on demand and location, which means that even people earning good incomes are starting to feel the pressure, because it's not just about buying a home, it's about maintaining it, paying property taxes, utilities, and keeping up with the overall cost of living. And this creates a growing gap between income and affordability, where what used to feel accessible is slowly becoming competitive and harder to enter, especially for first-time buyers or young families trying to settle down. And this is what makes Gilbert so interesting, because it represents a shift that is happening across many cities in America, where a good income no longer guarantees an easy lifestyle. And the question is no longer just how much you earn, but how far that income can actually take you in a rapidly changing market. Gilbert's strength doesn't just come from its lifestyle, it comes from its location and the opportunities surrounding it. Because just a short drive away is Phoenix, one of the fastest growing economic hubs in the United States, offering jobs in healthcare, technology, education, finance, and business, which means residents of Gilbert have access to strong career paths while still enjoying a quieter suburban environment. And this is what makes the city so attractive. It gives people the chance to build a stable and growing career without sacrificing comfort. But here's where things get interesting. As more companies expand and more people move into the area, demand continues to rise, creating more competition in both the job market and the housing market, which means while opportunities are increasing, so is the pressure to keep up. And this creates a unique situation where Gilbert is both a place of growth and a place of challenge. where people can succeed, but only if they move smart and adapt quickly, because the city is evolving fast, and those who understand its direction early can benefit the most, making Gilbert not just a place to live, but a place where timing plays a major role in determining success. So when you look at Gilbert as a whole, it's easy to see why so many people are drawn to it. This is a city that offers safety, clean neighborhoods, strong schools, and a lifestyle that feels structured and comfortable, making it one of the most attractive suburban environments in the United States, especially for families who want stability and a better quality of life. Everything here feels well planned, from parks and roads to community spaces, creating a sense of order that many people are searching for. But at the same time, this growing popularity comes with its own challenges, because as more people move into Gilbert, housing demand continues to rise, prices increase, and competition becomes stronger, making it harder for new buyers to enter the market. What once felt accessible is slowly becoming more exclusive, and this creates a shift in the city's identity, where opportunity still exists. But timing becomes everything. If you move early, you benefit. But if you wait too long, it becomes much harder to catch up. And that is what makes Gilbert such an interesting case. It is still a great place to live, but it is no longer an easy one. And this balance between opportunity and affordability is something that defines many modern American cities today. As we reach the end of our journey through Gilbert, Arizona, what really stands out is how this city represents a new version of the American dream. One that looks perfect on the surface, with clean streets, safe neighborhoods, and a lifestyle designed for comfort and stability. But at the same time, comes with a growing challenge that many people are starting to feel. Because while Gilbert offers opportunity, quality living, and a strong sense of community, it also reminds us that even the most desirable places are becoming harder to afford. And that balance between dream and reality is what makes cities like this so interesting. It shows us that success today is not just about where you live, but when you choose to move and how you adapt to change. For some people, Gilbert is still the perfect place to build a life, while for others, it may already feel out of reach. And that contrast is what makes this journey across the United States so powerful, because every city tells a different story about growth, opportunity, and reality. And we're just getting started. So if you found this video interesting, make sure to follow for more and subscribe to the channel, because the next city we explore might completely change the way you see life in America.